Hello, hello, hello. Hello everybody in chat. I must say, Dora. Sorry, I'm just gonna yell obscure 90s video game quotes at people that only me and maybe Mike understands. How y'all doing? Let me just open up my L8 here. You know, by drinking L8, I give away my position. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm kind of curious now. It's L8 is in a drink in other places. Now I'm curious. Speaking of obscurity, how about that disco? Yeah, well, is it obscure? I guess it's obscure. It's obscure enough to where people aren't really streaming it anymore. Yes, this is what I'm drinking, Ground Attack. This is a drink called L8. It is a, product placement. One of these days, they're gonna sponsor I'm gonna get sponsored by L8, and I'm gonna die, of a L8-induced heart attack from drinking so much of it. It's a ginger ale drink. But this is for hold on. Let me turn down the music a little bit here in my headphones. And in general, we're gonna turn down a little bit here. And I'll talk fondly of L8 for people who do not know what it is. So let me turn down the post-rock music here for a second. L8, best of the bluegrass and green glass. In 1926, my great-great-uncle Lee introduced a ginger and citrus soft drink like no other at the Clark County Fair. From that day on, this indescribable taste, this bluegrass favorite, would be known as a late one, or the latest thing. I've never heard anybody... I've been around people who drink L8, and they never call it a late one. I've never heard anyone say that. 4 generations later, I still blend the secret recipe from Uncle Lee's handwritten notes. Open one yourself and taste the tradition. Field and Rogers, 4th generation owner. I don't want to know what's in that secret recipe.
Mostly dung.
Mostly clown dung, and I just kind of swirl around with a bunch of other secret ingredients I got from children. And then you have L8. I have my finest torture elves in my closet making ale 8 round the clock. But it's a ginger ale drink. It's really good. I got sucked into it at a young age, and I'm hooked for life. I can't stop. Some people, it's known as Kentucky swamp water to some people. It's just Kentucky's version of ginger ale, basically. Oh, have I mentioned I'm in Kentucky? Well, I guess that's out. I won't say anything else though. I mean, it's pretty obvious in my Instagram and my Facebook where I'm from. So I've talked about my band on here countless times, being from Kentucky. So it's not, I can't be totally obscure. But that's where I'm streaming from. I'm not gonna say what city or anything like that. It just Kentucky, I think, is good. But anyway, imagine reading from the same old worn notepad paper to mix each batch. Geez, at least laminate that shit. We haven't cleaned the stuff since 1934. It's like, Mr. Rogers, can we haven't really passed the health inspection set in about 10 years. I don't care about that. Get to brewing. I don't really think it's an old worn notepad paper. It's obviously like, hell, for all we know, back in the 1926, this crazy Uncle Lee was like, yeah, put twigs in it to give it some flavor. Like, you know, it's obviously not the same recipe that it was back in the 20s. But, you know. Yeah, it's just a regional soft drink. But I am kind of curious now, like, if it's in other countries, at least. Or at least, can you buy it in other places? You probably can. So, let me go on Wikipedia. There's got to be a Wikipedia page about Ale 8. Ale 8. Yeah, Ale 8 1. Morning retailers. It's described as a ginger soda with a kick. So, yeah, it is bottled by the Ale 8 Bottling Company in Winchester, Kentucky. Probably because half the original ingredients are illegal by now. Composition. Yeah, there was a blackberry Ale 8. It wasn't that good. There was an orange cream soda that came out in April of 2019, and that's actually pretty good. But it is, you can get it in southern Ohio, southern Indiana, eastern Tennessee, western Virginia, some parts of West Virginia. In July 2015, they actually expanded production into Indianapolis.
I was going to say, they're not just in Kentucky.
They're not just in Kentucky, so... Anymore. They were for the longest time, but yeah, about 2001 or so, they actually expanded to Ohio, and you know, there's some certain places in like, of course, you can order it online as well. They do that. So, Cracker Barrel apparently has all of them. It's like an American restaurant that's not that good, but they have L8s. Anyway. I don't know why I started talking about Ale8s a bunch, but yes, Disco Elysium. I guess it's an obscure game. Just because this is proof that just because a game has gotten a shit ton of awards doesn't necessarily mean it's commercially successful. I don't know if it's commercially successful. I mean, I only heard about it because it was recommended to me on Steam because I played Planescape Torment so much. So let's continue. And just get into the game, and conversations will flow from this. Oh yes, we were at the relay tower.
Here that would indicate a sniper used this place as
Let me turn this back up now.
shot. Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated.
Yeah, let me turn everything back up now. Okay. All right.
The wind picks up. Fine sea foam lashes your face. It feels like needles. You can take it. Just raise your collar, detective.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I
W.
don't see a
Freighter.
person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot.
I'm just getting so much experience.
Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out... Biddable Prime, was it?
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave-crossed bay, through heavy, dark grey curtains of rain, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the
Yeah, I don't think
glass.
it's possible. That's a
Her
long
legs
shot.
long and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy and elated, without you, because you're here, freezing in the wind.
Oh, come on,
aren't
man.
you?
I'm just doing my job.
Doing your detective work.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower. Took the shot there.
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
The lieutenant looks up, raising his collar.
He looks like he's cold out here at the tip of the coast. The jacket is warm, but not for this weather.
Kim, you look cold. Maybe a thicker coat?
I'm okay. You, on the other hand, ye freighter, you look like you're about to turn into a popsicle.
I'm fine. I got a heavy coat.
Technically speaking, that would be a...
Copsicle. You meant to say copsicle.
No, I did not. We saillites don't do
Oh, come on, man.
monastic humor.
So, let's see. There was like a... Inspect the antenna at Land's End. I did inspect the antenna, didn't I? This is the antenna, right? I believe this is the antenna. Maybe it's not. Anyway, the main quest. I actually know what the main quest now is. Determine where the shot. Check boardwalk for bullet traces. Check island for bullet traces. It's actually ask about Ruby in the village. That's the main quest. If there's one thing I have a complaint about with this game is that they need to actually have like main quest, side quest kind of stuff. So that's my biggest complaint with this game. So I just I get sidetracked and then it's just like, was that the main quest? No, it wasn't. Okay, then what was the main quest? I kind of know what... Well, hold on. Where is that? Yeah, determine where the shot came from. Check island for bullet traces. Let's check the boardwalk. Boardwalk rises to your south. It casts its long shadow over you. Oh yeah, I need to return to Kim with that body. Is there anything here? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a dead body. Dead body? Mm-hmm. On the boardwalk. And, game wanted me to return to it with Kim, so... Maybe there'll be some new dialogue options if I go here.
A man lies on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
His limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand.
Hold on.
Here we go. This is new. Lieutenant leans over the corpse and examines his face. Two glassy eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Looks like he's been dead for a while. I'm surprised no one found him before you came along.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
You look south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without...
Did you bring Kitsuragi to church yet? Yeah, I did. I did.
Sad.
And we did that quest of the hole in the church, I think.
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
He looks like me. I could have ended up just like him, dead on some empty boardwalk with a bottle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Lieutenant points to the ring in the man's left hand, the flesh around it swollen and gray.
Or, what if you are?
I think he is married.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Could it be related to the lynching? Ruby?
No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
Right. Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable
Sorry, I
behavior.
thought I heard something.
But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
You did. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
I already got enough on my plate. I still need some time to decide how I want to solve this case.
No need to rush.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing it right now. I feel like moving the main quest along, and I know what to do with the main quest. So... because I hate to tell you all, I got so overwhelmed with quests at one point that I decided to look up what to do. And so what we have to do is that there's an old woman that we have to talk to. And this is not the way. But yeah, there's just, I'm sorry, but in the interest of moving the game along and moving the stream along, I looked up what to do. Because if I didn't look up what to do, I would be stuck here for several weeks. Because the game has not been very clear on what to do. So we talked to her.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
It's your experience, not mine. True, but I'm so overwhelmed with quests that I feel like I could be playing this game until next year. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
I see. You know something, but you decide not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it.
What?
To others.
That wasn't it? Oh my god, game. What was that? Maybe getting to her shack somehow. What was that, Mike? Did you make that noise?
What?
I thought you made a noise.
I would never do.
As you look
okay.
at the floorboards in this corner of the
Yeah.
shack,
Words.
it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Oh.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search of the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object.
Oh.
A bullet.
Gonna need that.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does.
Mm.
You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you.
Fascinating.
It's for herself.
Well, where's the bullets at? Items. Interact. Tools. Got one bullet. Okay. One single lone bullet. But that is enough.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
Ah! Gotcha, bitch!
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
The lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
Thank you for the honk. Hello, James Swagger. You ran into the room tour.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge. I'm gonna guess and say the microphone that got doesn't really register the that I do. Literally just got here. I can't get this horn out of my ass.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into?
That
girl.
wench.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your kanema.
Yes. That
Experience.
is the downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Of course. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
He's saying the truth. What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that.
Did she talk to you much during her last day?
Her accent is thick. I think I like this mom a lot.
No, she was mostly silent this time. kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
A seagull flies overhead, obviously a bad omen. It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life, the world. This. Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She tilts her head to the side, looking up at you deep in thought.
She really believes that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in
No,
the heater?
we got work to do.
Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
A few more questions.
What more do you want?
Okay.
Yes, let's hear those other...
Okay.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
All right, well, Ruby left the village and went up the coast. Explore the coast for signs. The coast. Okay. Hold on. Oh, shit. I gotta pee, actually. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back. You know what I think? I think she's in that giant Feld building that we can't get into. That's what I think. I think she's hiding out in there. There's gotta be some way of getting into there. But how? How? Ooh. This is new. The power box changes nothing now. Let me take a look at this again.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D above the mural.
Oh, it was okay.
Roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking.
I was right.
Will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical.
She's got to be in here. There's no other place I've checked.
Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed. Somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin, gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in March days, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Hold on. Save.
The once bright.
Let's try this.
Towers above
42%. I mean, you know how this game runs.
Suddenly, all is quiet.
You know how we do this. Keep on rolling, rolling.
The once bright.
Come on.
Suddenly, all is.
Should have gotten my shivers higher. I'm gonna keep doing it.
The once
We're gonna have a breakthrough. Don't worry.
Suddenly.
Come on. I've gotten good rolls.
The once bright
with less chance.
Towers above you. Suddenly.
Come on, game. Work with me here. 42% chance.
The once bright mural. Tap suddenly.
We're gonna get here. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna break through.
The once bright mural. Suddenly.
Nope. Exciting gameplay, isn't it? I've learned how to break the game.
The once bright mural. Suddenly.
Oh, come on.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, even though
there we go.
Sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. I think there's people west of here. We could ask them.
He looks to his right and cups his ear.
Indeed. You hear what sounds like two men arguing where the lieutenant is pointing.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't
Thank you,
feel like
Mike.
progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula.
Mike is just upstairs going,
enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
yeah, enhancing the stream. And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet.
Alright, well, I mean, it did work. So, look for Ruby on the coast. Return the Fed mural and consult the wind if you don't know what to do. Other than that, keep searching the coast. So, I guess... I mean, that did work. I guess we'll talk to these guys.
Here we go. Nice and easy.
Hey, how's the game been going? Hello, Viridescent. It's been going well.
Not out of this.
Hopefully, I'm progressing. I feel like I'm progressing. It should be close.
There's a cylinder on the ground.
The problem with this game is they don't really tell you what the main quest is and what it isn't.
It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
So if you have ADHD, it's kind of a nightmare.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
His self-conscious
Sounds fun, but challenging. It's a bit challenging.
Ungainly. He looks like your
But I think we're on the right track.
scientist.
You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I governor.
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance.
You don't seem too happy to see the RCM.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy.
Oh
What's
yeah,
this
the
about?
cryptozoologist guy, okay. Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken. And we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the water lock with a motor carriage. There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
No, it was all me. I caused your delay, and I'm sorry. But you can return now.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon.
Yes, Gary.
You see, Lena? Tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
You refastened a bit of netting that had come loose in the wind.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Shivers. Where's Shivers at? We need to increase Shivers. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Boom! Boom! All over, he doesn't. Can't seem to get this horn out of my head. That's how you talk to chat. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. That's a great way of bringing in newcomers. Hi, I got a horn in my ass. How are you? I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run? I'll explain later. No, you won't.
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less
Yeah, that is the
interested in
proper
my
response to that,
concerns, to be
Viridescent.
Perfectly honest.
I can't explain my chat. I'm sorry. I'm good with no explanation. I think it's all cool. Yes, just leave it up for interpretation. I think if you try examining what's going on with that, your head will explode. Digging around, okay.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook. Then,
Welcome, though. I'm just
for you to
wild.
proceed.
Oh, we know. Tell me about this Oh, sorry. I didn't use my cop voice. My Peter Graves 70s cool voice. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first.
Thanks.
and
I'm not too new,
third-hand
so I know the
accounts.
shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, that's true. You have been around for a little while. So, sorry. I just new to other chat members, is what I'm trying to say. Blah. So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity,
Curiosity.
there's no proof of its existence. How do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more
By the way,
than the pure
that was
pursuit
J.M.
of
Sawyer, my
scientific
bad.
advancement.
Fine. You're fine.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere
Insulindian.
superstition.
Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out?
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly
I'll jam my
resilient.
finger up his
After all,
bumhole.
It's generally thought to be capable
Crikey.
of parthenogenesis.
Got it. Parthenosis.
Parthenogenesis, meaning the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive.
This arouses
Adverse
no
conditions.
special feelings in me. Hell yeah, it's me, all right.
And it shouldn't. Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist,
I'll get going. You're leading me nowhere. Try this guy.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Yellow man? That's racist. You know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags?
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I'd say. Uncomfortable shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else.
You're surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Oh boy. Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes! Our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Do you have a problem with seal legs?
No, no problem at all.
He flashes an impenetrable smile to the lieutenant.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here. If
Yeah, there's a lot of racism in this weird world.
your gut feeling tells you it'd be interesting.
So, Gary, you live nearby in an apartment in Martinez?
Sure do, officer.
Have you found your door open lately?
In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know?
Mr. Everard Clare thought it necessary to unlock your apartment.
Mr. Clare unlocked my apartment?
No, I did, per his request.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
The man looks around, whispering, making sure no one hears you talk.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Try not to shit yourself, Gary. It's just an open door.
What could it be about? I probably talked too loud. In the whirling. About some theories I had. Whatever it is, I'm done with it. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union...
What do you know? Name.
I'll try to help if I can.
Let me get this. Okay.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting.
The
from
voices are
fear.
quit unique. I mean,
Has to prop
there's a
himself
lot of
up with
it's a
anger
strange world
together.
because it's like there's so many different accents that all just kind of come together. So there's like some Australian characters, some German characters, some French characters, and then there's just some like Southern Americans. It's like it's this weird melting pot that the world has created, and they all live on like islands separated from each other. There's this mist that prevents people from going to other places. That apparently prolonged exposure to the mist leads to mental illness and possibly death. It's a very grim world.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed
Okay.
his mind about the whole door opening operation.
Why is he shifting around like that? Let's analyze his composure. Let's ride!
That
Yes.
shirt looks
Woo!
very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Something worn underneath it?
Yes, like a piece of ceramic.
Oh my
armor,
goodness,
for
that sounds
example.
bad. Yeah, it's
One that makes
not a
clicking
great
sound
world.
when the plates meet each
not a
other,
world I would want to live in. It's
resembling pearls
it's
or marble.
very based
Stolen from
in
the corpse of the yard near
Eastern
Wayne.
European kind of world. So somehow it feels like they predict it. It feels a bit like the Russian and Ukraine war that's going on right now. There's a little bit of like war-torn desperation to this world as well. I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
This game originally didn't have voice acting when it originally came out in 2019. This is the final cut that we're playing in 2021 with all the added voice acting. And the narrator of this game is actually a reggae artist. He's in like some ska band. And he just happens to have this rich, beautiful voice that just makes the game, if you ask me.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates cover his gaunt torso.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's
Impressive,
gearing up
yeah.
to admit the truth. This shame is surprising.
Highly recommend this game. It's really good.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Later.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Give me that armor. Now.
He sighs again, hangs his head,
Finally,
and
we got it.
unbuttons his
Oh,
shirt
God.
fully.
Such a relief.
Grass that matches the dead
Fuck,
man's
it's
boots
taken
comes
9
between
streams,
two
but we've got the
thick
armor.
lines, smelling of his sweat. This is it. This will protect your mortal shell. Don it and live.
Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you.
Rhyme doesn't.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
hell, Gary?
I'll explain later.
He doesn't muster up the strength to yell. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling, so I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up
Well,
there,
you're-
and I had a lapse
Leave the
of
dead
honor,
alone,
sir.
dude.
I
Come on,
thought,
what the hell?
he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left,
Shameful.
so I stripped it
Real
off.
shameful.
It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition.
He sounds
sire.
sincere.
He's not trying to flatter.
No,
anyone.
not at all.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
The lieutenant jots something down in his notebook.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you.
Yeah, you should be. That was pretty fucking racist,
Seal-like
dude.
Officers commanded the suzerain's
God
navy.
damn.
Most of them sided with the king when...
Shakes his head.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly.
Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore.
This is all he knows.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I
that's
will never
one
do
task
anything like
that
this
took
again.
so long.
I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my
I'm
word.
so glad that's over. Jesus Christ, that was one that took so long. Fair weather, empathy, sure. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right. So, maybe I should return to the. Oh, there we go.
The white ceramic cuirass hugs your torso, shielding your vitals.
I
without
love it.
adding much
The game kind of glitched out there with me running. I'll be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek
Hell
and
yeah.
voluptuous,
Knocking those quests down, Chad. I got it.
Just
My
imagine
elite
what
gamer
this
skills.
stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
This is a long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it, I must study it.
Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor
Okay.
meant to stop. For the day you have
Yeah, that's some armor for sure. There's gonna be some sort of shootout, I feel. At some point. There's probably gonna be an epic showdown. So. Let's look at this again.
the once bright mural.
Oh, there's
towers
even
above
better.
you, saying, suddenly there's a sigh carried on the molecules
Got it.
around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it,
Where does it go?
in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels.
I need to
Whisper
get
away.
that internalize. Next level up. That's going to be the next one. Okay. What is happening?
She's down there.
Ooh, spooky. I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
Ever since I woke up, and maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good, good. Yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Call it a gut feeling.
So how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it. Enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old.
He's
and I plan
43?
to live to see 70.
I thought he was much younger.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
All right. Moment of truth, guys.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Oh, for Christ's sake. Just climb the damn ladder.
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this. Yeah, because falling from that height seems, well, splat. So don't do that.
What if I
Just,
don't climb?
you know.
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Damn. Come on, Kim. Where's your adventurous spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now.
All right, hold on. Save.
The rusty ladder leads to the
58%. I mean, oh, that's pretty good.
roof. On second thought,
Ah,
maybe teleportation isn't a thing.
why?
Because you're just standing there squeezing your buttocks and nothing is happening.
Don't say the stupid thing.
The lieutenant looks at you with that I know you're thinking the stupid thing look.
Let's see if we can succeed. I'm gonna pull some men who stare at goat shit.
The rusty ladder leads
Come on.
to the rooftop. On second,
Nope. This is why you always save before these decisions.
the rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. On second,
Okay. Few more chances, y'all. We're gonna let it ride. Life is a gamble. I want to ride it all night long. There we go.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you.
That's
You
right.
can
I'm
feel
teleporting.
the distance between the bench and the first.
Can't see me because I'm sneaky.
All you need to is
Do it.
zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof.
What?
Having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder.
Oh.
You just climbed it like a regular person.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Big moment, y'all. Big moment. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. We're actually in the building. Holy shit. Alright. Carefully. Walk down. Kitsuragi, the nonplussed. He's not impressed by anything I do. I like the music here. The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. You know what? I do need a flashlight. There we go. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Oh. I was wondering if I could go back up. Accredited office furniture. Last century, maybe? Brought down and forgotten. Long ago. Long ago. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Ugh. Dramatic slow walk. Old file folders in the card. Documentary silvery with mold. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. And a suit jacket. Because why not? Oh, there he is.
Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push the doors open. There we go. There's my boy.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open.
Cool.
With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How did you even get here?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk.
Oh.
It's next to a drain pipe.
Could have just done that.
It was easy to miss before.
He's quite proud of himself.
Could have saved me the effort.
At least now we have an exit. So let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Okay. Oh. Finally. The big revealing moment. Where is Ruby? Where could she be? I wonder where she is. I'm gonna fap slowly till I find that... The beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Fascinating. Stale fabric smell and dust. No one slept here in months, maybe years. Revolutionary hat. Ah, chart-topping hat. I'm not gonna wear that. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. The same slit window you saw from the outside.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
Could be.
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out of. Outside the window, the day is clear, and as mild as can be in early spring.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. Shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
Okay. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
I thought it was me for a second.
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
It's that Mazov guy. This must have been the hiding place of some naive leftists.
Some radical or radicals
Oh, money.
were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
A long time ago? How long?
Half a century? This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was
Fire
to
escape in the
propaganda.
sea.
It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Let's go. Okay. Interesting. Unfortunately, Ruby is not here.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
These are computer components?
Yes, filament memories. From the time when wires were cast in glass, slides with an inlaid nervous system.
Hey, Kim, look. Old cybernetics.
So it is. I think this used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
So this is all that remains of failed R&D?
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
How'd they do that? And why?
The how was a closely guarded secret.
Of course it was.
Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where they were manufactured. As to why, your fingers don't know. The why is easy, because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous cast filament memories, though, these seem incredibly advanced.
Once again, interesting. Well, guess we go up this way, right? Footprints! What does it mean? There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You have to find another way around. These look recent. Whose footprints are these? What was that sound? Getting louder, the buzzing sound. Ooh, spooky. Spooky, spooky.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No, what do you mean?
A pain, strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Hold on. You really don't feel anything?
No, but you are the sensitive one.
It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous.
Don't know what we're gonna find down here. play it safe.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The
I don't have time for this.
It was so long ago. But this is your gun. It's more of a symbol than anything else, because there is always a rational, sensible, reasonable solution to every situation. Sheathe it and know you have the moral high ground.
Well, that's always good to know. We're not gonna pull it out unless we absolutely need it, but good to have experience. Ooh. Money. More money. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Ah!
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive
What's
white
happening?
noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
There's the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears.
No, buddy, that's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience, way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest!
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She likes telling you about the machine. Keep her talking. Look for an opportunity to break loose.
What's this goddamn pale anyway?
The pale? It's the end of the world.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
She nods toward her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Have you experienced a compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters. not the cops.
Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you
If
something?
you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain
Well,
lessens.
it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst.
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. Class G was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus told me. It took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
I do it by asking questions. And I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You don't feel sympathy for mercs? It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate it, okay?
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon you.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
Hold on. No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Look, there's a secret way from the first floor of the Whirling to the roof.
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
The pain stops him from finishing the sentence.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And
Where did you get it?
the gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
Okay, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened? Sunday night, tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Clancy said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her.
Obviously.
But no such luck. She was in some deep shit. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck. To fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
She lied to you about that, too.
Showerhead? Resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she might have killed the merc herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was...
Gotta love some showerhead.
Either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean, La Puta Madre agent?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to himself. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me what's my name. If you know that about me, you must know my
There
name.
you are. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent
Damn it.
de la Puta Madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time. All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
I'm no one's agent. I don't even know who La Puta Madre is.
Right. Sure. You don't know.
I'm sure I'm supposed to know, but I lost my memory recently.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
I don't know what happened to them.
Sure you do. I bet they're just outside waiting. I guess I'll take my chances.
She'll go out in a hail of bullets if she has to.
Who was in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform. All were carrying. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
No, that doesn't ring any bells.
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Just a place some comrades stopped through, a revolutionary bunker.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Her voice trails off. It's a white noise in your head. It feels like an aneurysm approaching. God damn it, all my healing supplies.
You've got to act soon. This is
Destroy the machine. Come on, Harry. You can do it.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You're under arrest.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Put the gun down.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Please. Just walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her.
Jesus. It's a very serious scene. I can hear Mike upstairs.
Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She says, pulling the gun out of her mouth, eyes still fixed on you. Then she turns her gaze to the tunnel behind you.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
What if we just let the murderer go?
I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
That was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta take a pee. I'll be right back. Oh, no. Get down there. Thank you, Mike. Out of the nothing, the silence comes the piercing. Yeah, the whimper of insanity. Okay. We're back. Well, that was an intense scene. Yeah, let's check the tent. Excuse me. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Ooh, Dramamine. Yeah, I need that. Definitely need that after all that shit. It's almost like the game knew that I'd taken a lot of damage.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp.
Okay.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover.
Fascinating.
On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
See anything?
Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science.
You guys like my acting, by the way? I decided to drop the Peter Graves voice
doesn't have images on the
for a little bit there.
It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
No, I was trying to channel Connor from Detroit Become Human there.
A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Okay. Interact.
A thick journal. The cover is worn
Sensible,
like someone
yeah.
used to carry
I'm
it
not a great
around
actor.
in their back pocket.
Examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations
Head
of
hurts.
distance, and
I feel like I got some of that pain from
make
that
out the familiar spiral shape.
that pain sensor she was using. 'Cause now my head hurts a little bit. Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what
Sorry,
appears
y'all.
to be attempts to sort
Oh,
through
why? Just
some
gonna-
difficult decisions. There
bit of a
are a
headache.
few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues, always tough on the leadership. You smell traces.
Maybe
of
it's
betrayal.
caffeine. How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Read the entry from March 9th first.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
Am I sure this is a mistake? Look at me. There's a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin.
Read the entry from March 12th.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic.
Fascinating.
The entry ends abruptly. That must have been one hell of a conversation.
What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive,
Nice.
what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Awesome. All right.
It looks like she might have been framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Then who do you think killed Lily?
Could have been Titus. Then again,
No one heard the shot.
maybe there's a Hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep
I
an
don't
eye on
know.
him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Yeah. We should. Definitely need to head back there. $8! I'm rich! I'm rich, I tell ya! Alright, we need to head back to the whirling and rags. That was a big moment. Oop, we're going the wrong way. Oh. Feel bad that we just kind of let her go, but she was going to kill herself. I didn't want her to do that. I'm sure there is, you know, a different thing where she would have... I'm sure there's a different playthrough where if she probably would have killed herself, but... Don't particularly want her to do that. Oh, okay. Ah, it's right there that whole time. Of course. Well, I guess I can get rid of the flashlight now. Oh, alright. So now we're going to return to the whirling and rags and question people. Name names. They're going to find out that crime doesn't pay. Because I'm McGruff, damn it. Stop doing cocaine, children. It's bad for you. I should know. I'm a coke-sniffing crime dog. Woof. Woof, I tell ya. Yeah. Alright, just bear with my insanity, chat. Sometimes you have to fill in the void that is running back and forth. The fuck is happening? Uh-oh. Murder in the streets! Murder in the streets! What is this, gangs in New York all of a sudden?
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right? Shut up. I'm not gonna
Talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Loincloth shit fuck. Remind me to use that against somebody I really don't like. Kim, what's going on here? Shh. The lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Her tone is frankly emotionless. What's with this weird-ass armor? Are they from the future?
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town.
Here in Youngstown.
Easy, Lizzie.
His voice is almost gentle.
Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
It sounds like the armored figure is weeping. There's armored figures in this game? It is science fiction.
Fuck. There are 3 of them. I was hoping there would be.
Where's the story going? This whole time I didn't really think it was science fiction, and now it is.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all.
Is this, I guess this is steampunk all of a sudden? Alright.
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
The big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
He nods.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Let's walk away for now.
No, we have to step in. This is
Well,
not
can I
going
arm
to
myself?
end well if we don't.
Alright, well, here we go. Stop! This is the police!
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards.
Pig fuck!
It's the only word you can make out. Easy one. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With the wordless
Oh, shit.
loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists.
Oh, shit.
As you
This isn't good.
Between these
This is really not good.
real weapons. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to
This
that.
is really not good,
Make
guys.
him talk. Present an argument. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it.
God, the pressure is on.
He will rattle you, not the other way around. Peace. Always peace.
72%.
It has worked thus far.
Ooh,
Start with the
okay.
first idea you have. Move down from that.
72% rhetoric. Sure. Yes.
Alright, here we go.
Yes.
This is an illegal tribunal. Their employer would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Ooh, boy. Just a question. Who's in charge of your unit after the death of your colonel? Oh, nah. Does your employer give you the right to conduct tribunal?
Pops, you have no idea about the rights Crenell extends to us.
I don't care. It's not okay to kill civilians and local law enforcement officers.
If I fuck and kill you, hang you to that streetlight by your shit pipes, then that's called a necessary display of force. No one's going to give a shit about dead loincloths. That's
Oh boy.
Okay, it's not much, but he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
Where is Kloschi? She can explain this.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left!
Of course she left. God damn it, that bitch!
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
God damn it, game. This is not going well.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
For God's sake, tell him
All right.
didn't do it. Present a case.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did
Shit. It was someone else. Someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now? Huh? How about the kid? Tell me. It's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
Think. Why does he believe me?
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud. In a public place.
Wait, they didn't confess.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
He wasn't hanged. He was shot by someone in Martinez. They're helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen. Oh! Pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle of his gun.
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
How do you miss? You're that close.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a
Shoot, Corton here. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening.
Well, if I just call her out right now, huh?
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. You're alone. Stay cool! Don't do anything stupid! The company bitch is gone. Layla's cunt is gone. Layla's gone. Fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
He looks around tired suddenly, sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run out.
He's out of here.
We're doing this together.
You're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Al Ghul is a trick the desert pygmies played on us. Do not succumb to it.
Stupid shit. I know what you're doing. Fuck. It's not gonna work. I'm clear as day.
He wipes the sweat from his brow.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again, and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Fuck it. Oh no.
A small explosion expels the bullet
God
from
damn
the
it, now I'm fucked.
With a puff of smoke, it hits the man square in the chest, producing a soft clicking sound in the armor. The kinetic energy of the 9mm front-loaded bullet is distributed evenly across the chest piece and into his hands.
Go ahead. Give it another try.
I didn't do anything?
Do it. Primitive. Take me out. Kill him.
Oh no. No. Shit.
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady. The long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Kim, where is Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Blink, think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing
I think I fucked up.
on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock.
I can't die here, right?
It shoots 6 rounds in one.
I probably can. God damn it.
Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will tear us to pieces. He's drunk. Drunk fighters.
42%.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Further right. Get him to
Not good. Not good at all. Oh.
You feel a tapping like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. You got hit. The armor took
Well, I did put on that armor.
But still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
God, please.
Lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims, face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human. An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you.
Oof.
His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes
Not
out of them.
Glenn!
Red geezers.
No, not William H. Macy.
Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised.
This isn't gonna be good.
At your chest, point blank.
Nope.
Then the man squeezes the trigger. A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
We're fucked. Nope. Damn.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it.
Touch your lower body.
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got.
What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh, God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if Who cares? No one wants you anyway.
What do I see?
You're bleeding out.
Nothing. Darkness, blurring lights of pain. Out of it, a silhouette emerges, crouching over you. A familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. It's so dark. I can't see anything.
Stay with me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound.
No, Kim!
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure...
Was this like the worst ending?
And so is Kim, and the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No. Let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not
Shivers,
taking
y'all.
it.
Shivers.
Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his
I love this music.
sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. You're thirsty. Reach for the glass of water by the bed.
I'm alive?
He's still there. Sleep some more.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops.
Thank you.
He only gets worse.
Thank you, Limbic System, for that wonderful voice acting. Please don't be the end. Please don't be the end.
You see the lieutenant's
It's
familiar
not the
shape
end. He survived!
It turns double, then triple from the pain.
What? What are you just... Yeah, he's out of love. Yeah, he just jammed a turd back into his ass. Yeah, you know how it is, everyone. Haven't you done that before?
It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. I need better, like, reaction speed after that shit. What happened?
What happened? You shot the major, and successfully, a firefight ensued.
What happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry.
Well, the wound will most likely be infected just by sitting down on that nasty excuse for a bed. Yeah. Yeah, probably just, bleeding out in my bed. Housekeeping must have came in while we were gone. While all that shooting was going on, housekeeping was like, quick, make his room.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
Well, that was clearly a Gangs of New York moment.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care.
Oh, Titus is dead, huh?
Hospital yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
They killed Fat Angus? No! Fat Angus!
Yes.
Nod.
You were bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm Cortana before he got the jump on me.
How am I still alive?
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
Titus is dead?
Yes.
How many casualties on the Union side? Total?
4. Glenn,
4.
Theo, Angus, the fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
Wow, they're all dead, huh? Well, other than that, it went pretty well. And the Major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
And that's?
All.
It's a total shit show, Kim.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead.
7 people? Even though the text says 6 people? 6 or 7? Make up your mind, game.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The mercenary tribunal is neutralized. The worst scenario has not materialized yet. And we are still alive.
How did we survive that? We're both like... Well, I was bleeding out. I don't know how I survived it. Due to my iron lungs and rock-hard armor.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it out of that.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal...
It does not have medicinal... Probably your thick, leathery liver. My thick, leathery, alcohol-soaked liver stopped the bullet from reaching in places worse than where I was pierced. The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse.
Dramamine.
And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Ouch, I say.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot
in the left quadrant. Oh, my thigh.
It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed.
Luckily, I was shot in the thigh, so that's how I survived. No major arteries nicked. That's a... I mean, that could have been so much worse.
The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
Really?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
You haven't seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
Better not agitate yourself further. It already hurts.
Sorry.
That's the first time my thoughts have apologized to me. Are you hurt?
Not very.
The bacterial infection was cured by mercurochrome? That doesn't sound problematic at all. Oh no, I'm addicted to painkillers again.
Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Okay. At least I look good with my awesome hat and chart-topping sunglasses.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes. An orange hue. Pain.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours too heavily.
How are you?
The
lieutenant looks at you, teetering on your feet.
What happens now, Kim?
I honestly don't know.
But I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too. We never got to know what she would have told us.
Ah, damn.
I'm sure it was important.
Mercury and chromium in your body is barely preferable to systematic infection.
Yes, Joyce Messier. On the boat, you know?
Sorry, that's all I got is,
It's clear the mercenaries were working for Wild Pines. At least partially.
He looks out the window.
It's a little late to elicit her support now. Ruby's gone, and Class here too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
I hear you talking, but like I have headphones on. What are you saying over here? Are you just being insane? Award-winning clown turds. That's all I'd have to say about this. Oh, okay. I never ate a vegetable, and I turned out fine. We really should have... Wait, you checked? She's really...
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up.
Who did it then, Ken? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It's better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
Damn footprints.
Yes. God curse the footprints. Not solving the case for us. Au diable.
You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is almost impossible.
It can feel that way sometimes, yes.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
We should check Klaasje's room upstairs.
Why not?
He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Oh, I'm limping. The door is open. I can just walk right into Kim's room. Oh, nice. Only took the entire game to do that. Set for 6:50 a.m.
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
I thought I was dead for a moment.
Back there on the plaza? I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. We should go.
All right. There's nothing interesting here. That leg does hurt. Maybe if I don't run, it'll be okay. But I like running. Okay. You know, the game is maybe slow to a crawl. Looks like she's left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift.
What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun yet, but I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
All right. Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess I'll look at this window.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof.
We've got a lead. A lead. A lead. A lead. You know what? I did it. I did it. I killed that man. That's right. It was me this whole time. That's right. I did it. Ha ha ha.
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles.
That would be such a stupid plot twist if it was me the whole time.
Triple prime. The island in the bay.
The island in the bay. She trying to tell us the shot came from the island?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna.
Oh, of course. The island that we saw through the coin-operated slot so long ago. This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Maybe we need to go to the island. I'm going to the island. Are you in?
Of course. I'm in.
Some burnt toast? Want a piece of milk? Sorry you burnt your toast, Mike.
How do we get there?
It was
First
the only
Monsieur
toast
had
I
a sleep,
had.
but
My
she's
grandfather passed the son of a bitch down to me.
My father was a toast. His father was a toast. Lillian, the net picker. She's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
That's going to be the point of no return. Yeah. She left a gift up here, right? Where's that gift? Where is it? I don't see a gift. You know, and all this happened, where was Kuno? Kuno could have killed some people. He seemed bloodthirsty. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, never mind. That little shit. You've been threatening to kill me this entire fucking game. He could have stepped out and been like, Kuno knows how to shoot. You know. Hey there, Gart. How's it going?
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did. Thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele.
Yeah, can I stay here for free now? I kind of like saved everybody.
I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was an honest effort. I was watching until it went down. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying
good.
here
Awesome.
free. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not.
Well, obviously the drinks are
Just
not
felt
free.
I needed to specify that.
Goodbye. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Yikes. I should probably say something to them.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his beer can in welcome.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon.
The cowardly cop. I shot at the dude, you fuck.
Huh? What?
He's very, very drunk.
Our condolences for your losses.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you.
Finally.
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You
A
take
sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach.
Well, at least I know where to go now. What the fuck? What does this say? Un jour de soirée de retour presdito. Okay.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for a masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
No, nope, no, bad idea.
Okay. Sorry. Whew. Close call.
Alright. Where's Renee at? Renee is not there anymore, is he? This guy is, though.
Officer, care to play a game with
I'd rather not.
old man?
One day I will be back at your side. Oh, they translated it. Oh, okay.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where is Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it.
Really?
But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness
Oh, he
casts
died?
a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone? Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
What? Was he killed during the mercenary tribunal?
Oh, he would have liked that. Violent lives ending violently. That's how he
No.
wanted to go.
I liked him.
Sadly, it was not the case.
How did he die exactly?
His hungry little heart finally gave out.
Come on, game. You didn't have to be so
Found
sad.
him in the guard booth this morning.
I liked him.
Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight and doesn't need handouts?
Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it.
You think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No, René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years...
And the poetic
one day
snow
they're
falls.
just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything...
I'm sorry, man. Go find Lillian. What a game. What a game. How about the soundtrack, too? British Sea Power, man, they fucking kill it. Beautiful music. Absolutely love the soundtrack in this game. Lillian was the old woman, wasn't she? Yes.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot.
Even I can see that. I told you not to bring your trouble with you, policeman. We've got troubles of our own here. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
I guess you were right. The men with guns were coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns either. There are always more coming for
Wonderful.
your kind, officer.
Then we'll be ready.
Okay. I think, wasn't Lillian this woman over here? Yes.
Officer, what happened?
Yes.
You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you.
I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass. She would have liked it. Some people hurt me.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking.
Hey, Snot Rug, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream.
Riding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only.
I got shot.
To official police business.
Aye.
What if I want to rock? Nod along attentively.
The crow's feet disappear.
Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. All right.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, that's it.
Oh, this is one of those point of no return moments.
And you're off into
oh boy.
A strange trip.
I don't know if I'll have enough time to really do anything. Well, about half an hour. Yes, I'm sure I want to go.
Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the netpicker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
Get in and ride to the island. Point of no return, y'all. This is definitely... we're near the end. Look at me defiantly standing on that boat like George Washington. He on a boat. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Oh. Okay.
Swallow this turkey
Soundtrack by Portishead. Hey kids, rock and roll, rock on, ooh my soul. What tempo is the song in? It's weird. It's free jazz. What if I told you that the game is actually only just starting? I'd turn it off. It's been 35 hours! Don't be pulling no Assassin's Creed Valhalla shit on me. 35-hour intro. I really like this music. Wow. The slow sail to freedom. Please don't tell me this is just the beginning. And I said, is this really? This is still the intro. I don't think so. I think I'm pretty close to the end of the game. I mean, they made it out like this is the point of no return, so. God, this is more dramatic than the Far Harbor in Fallout 4. I thought that was a dramatic intro. We paid a lot of money for British Sea Power to do the soundtrack, and damn it, we're gonna have every second.
Comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant
Point of no return for
turns
chapter
the engine
1.
off. Then
Oh, for fuck's sake.
there's
Hold on
silence.
1 second. Hold on 1 fucking second. It's 2 chapters, so yeah. Don't be pulling that shit on me. I just looked it up. 2 chapters.
Let's go.
Let's go. You can't be pulling that shit on me. Besides, I also looked at how long to beat, and it takes like 20 to 30 hours, so... Those were enough to break the foundation. Save. But I gotta pee again, so I'll be right back. Jesus. Super serious game time for... The rusted chain trails off into the ocean.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot and Land's End.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
Lock it from whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Okay. I'm close to leveling up again. What level am I at? You don't really have like a level, it just whatever skills. Alright, well, look around a little bit. Tires are falling apart. They're at least 50 years old. Is there a map of this area? Not really. I guess it's that up there. Yeah, probably. Ding, 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 ding. Ring, ding, ding, ding. Attention, inflammable. So it was locked out of the barrel. Black, vicious, viscosious. I know that's not how you say it at all. Barrel says ICM. You see a star with little specks in it. Be careful not to fall. The cliff face looks steep. Okay. You recognize this little birch from the coin-operated viewer. No way to get up there. The stairs are gone. Jesus. Sorry, I had a sneezing attack. Oh, I should get out my flashlight. Flashlight. I want to say it like the girl in Turok all the time. Flashlight. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. I am Ida. This was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here. Medium distance, large caliber. By the way, Chad, I might actually stream Turok 2 Seeds of Evil at some point because I've never beaten that game. And I have the remaster. So it would be a fun game to play.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side.
Remember,
across the floor.
are you going to play the many
cables
pieces of
disappear
Mr.
into the
Coup?
wall to your right.
I've never even heard of this game. Remember, though, if you do want to suggest a game, feel free to go into my Discord, type in the Discord code, and then suggest a game in the suggestions box. And I will check it out. I do have a list of about 50 games that I'm streaming right now, or that I want to stream, though, so bear that in mind. I do have a lot of stuff to go through.
The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel.
After this game will be a Plague Tale Requiem.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere.
What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
I've never heard of the many pieces of Mr. Coup.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Tap on the side.
The hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
What does this mean? A generator here?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
Say nothing.
The wind outside.
All right. Hey, a bed. It's fantastic and historical fiction. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. Survivor's kitchen. Bed, huh?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracol blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. Give you some rest for what's ahead.
You know, I'm going to get some rest. Just an hour.
You face the concrete wall. There's less
Why
light
not?
there in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still numb.
I mean, yeah, I got shot. Curl up with your knees close to your chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close. Until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to
another
hatch
dream.
from the blackness. It's evening.
Okay.
Sleep.
Okay. What's happening? What happened to the menu? Lieutenant's no longer here. Go outside to the beach. Okay. Yeah, no problem with that. Door's still here. Strange. Feels strange somehow. You can't get in. What's happening? Can I leave? Go down that way. A weird G note, a weird G drone plays in the distance. Okay. Where am I? That sad music playing. Something severely sad's gonna happen. Walk into the water now. What? You see her footprints on the water. Whose footprints? Further. Oh.
Dolores Day.
Oh.
The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry.
Dolores.
Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife.
Definitely not my
You need
wife.
to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing here? Something seems off.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm doing really good, actually. Both professionally and romantically. I've come to a fulfilling and peaceful period in my life. Well, how are you doing, Harry?
I'm in my head. I miss you.
Well, I'm in my head too. We're all in our heads.
Do you miss me there?
Sometimes. Not as often as I used to.
It's his wife.
So much time has passed. More than it seems here.
She stares at her feet, the zebra stripes on the intersection. The lights of the video rental glow in her hair.
This is everything I always warned you about.
Something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She stops mid-sentence, glances to her right, then looks at her bag.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
You don't have time to tend to my emotions?
She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality? Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this.
He corrects the wreath on her forehead.
This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder, silence. Her nuptial gown flows in the wind, wraps around her holy body.
Anyway.
Your skin is holy and soft.
No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into...
You are. None of the others are as beautiful as you.
She does not answer. There's that expression again. Silence. A distant wind blows. You can't think of anything pretty to say.
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters. It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
But that's not a very good way for things to be.
It's not. But...
She looks at her feet. Little golden sandals cover her toes. But what? Tell me there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
That's it?
That's it, yes. We've talked about it a million times. You will get over it, just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
Good for me where? In fucking hell?
Oh yes, she'll come around now. I made her love you again, Harry. Are you stupid? She's about to say something. Here it comes. She's starting to love him again. Her innocence, Dolores Day, fiddles with the handle of her airport bag. She has a pained expression on her face. It's agonizing. See? She isn't saying anything. I don't understand. It was, she herself said.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad for you. Can you not see? I'm bad. I had to stop. I couldn't just turn into a bad person. You will get better. It just takes some time. For you, I think it will take something like 20 years, maybe? It was hard for me too, you know? I used to think I couldn't live without you.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her irises are light blue, flecked with green.
But I can.
20 years, that's so much time.
Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew.
So you felt that way once? That you cannot live without me?
Yes. But that time is gone now. So very gone.
It doesn't have to be like this. Maybe we could try again.
No, Harry. We can't.
Why?
We already tried again, and it didn't work.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice, and then give up. By that logic, not you too.
What went wrong when we tried again? I can do it better.
I don't know. Please.
She shuffles from one golden sandaled foot to the other. In the distance, a streetcar screeches. Why? Why can't we be together?
Harry, we can't be together because you're insane.
Her eyes turn to sorrowful ovals.
She avoids turning them to you.
Insane? How?
They're turning moist now. Her eyes. She slowly shakes her head and tries to get hold of herself, brushing her hands in her gown.
I know you still love me.
With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid and fearful, you stand against her, her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth. She is not kissing you back.
But I succeeded.
This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me.
I feel her breath.
Her chest rising like a pillow, warm exhalations against the side of your mouth, her tender soul moving through her lungs, hidden, distant, kept safe from you.
Her cheek against mine.
Feels like soft fuzz, a bird covered in down feathers, brushing against your broken capillaries. The world's most precious material, reserved for those she lets close enough to feel it. You are stealing a touch. It's not yours to take.
Cold silver against my forehead.
A delicate wreath on her forehead, pressing into your temple. The silver is cold from the spring evening air.
Squeeze her wrist.
Her hand does not return the grip. Her body is rigid. A current of unease courses through it.
Move your mouth.
Nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive, but for the taste of apricots.
You're not kissing me back.
The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held on to her hand, she tried not to look at your face and see the expression there.
Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
You didn't kiss me back?
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has
And they're like a useless dildo.
Shakes her head.
Even in like the saddest moment of the game, it's still funny. I thought you would. I know you still love me. You can't not.
She shakes her head one more time. The evening wind rustles her hair, blowing old newspapers and fast food wrappings down the street.
That's it then.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see.
She slides her hands down her chest and onto her lower stomach and smiles.
I'm pregnant.
Is it mine?
Of course not.
She looks down at her belly, then up into your old eyes.
I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck. Poverty-stricken fuck. Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else.
No, this has to end. Do the last one. More questions. Ask more.
What do you mean by insane?
You know what I mean.
Everyone gets a little down.
A little down? You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore. It's always lists with you. Questions.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
They're not lists, they're trees.
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now.
Lists are absolutely normal. Everyone has them. You just list everything you want to ask.
In descending order, usually. It's best to do them like that.
It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. You get sad, Harry. Too sad. People can't get that sad. It's impossible to watch. Other people get sad too, but not like you. You stay down for too long. You only communicated with encyclopedic trivia. I was so alone. In conclusion, you're ill. You're an old, insane man. And you have to be in hell until the end of your life. And I have to go to Morova.
Don't go.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
Wait, can't we sit down and have a coffee first? There's a cafeteria on the corner.
No. That would only be painful and dull. At the aerodrome, life, love, and laughter are waiting for me. At the cafeteria, dust, hell, and tragic comedy.
But I swore I wouldn't let you go. You told me. You asked me to be this way.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
This is intolerably bad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
It's so the fucking case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
Comb the entire island centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain.
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
I'm gonna end it there, guys. That was absolutely devastating. Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. And yeah, I feel absolutely annihilated from that. Sorry. That was yeah, that was a absolutely devastating moment in the game. And I think I should just leave it there. So I'll be back Friday night, and we'll finish this game up. There's I don't think there's a lot left or so. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I'm gonna go watch cat videos or something and try to not be in absolute tears. Yeah. You have a good one too, Ground Attack. I'm sorry you all saw me cry on stream. But, that got to me. It's alright, alright. I will be back, Friday night. Probably about 6 p.m. and we'll try to finish this game up. I did a little too when I saw it first. Yeah, it was absolutely devastating. Like, holy shit. That was just a beautiful scene through and through. I don't really have much to say about that. So I'm gonna get off here, guys. So I'll see you all later.